Well, at this stage we've got 42. We've had some injured athletes, unfortunately. 6 have had to withdraw, including Sally Pearson. So really we're probably going to be one of our largest teams ever. We've got a few roll-down athletes. It's the first time the IAAF has had this roll-down process in place. And we had the one standard, and now we're going through that process now. So there's probably 3 athletes that have been confirmed, and we're waiting for maybe another 2 or 3 athletes to come through that process. Look, we're in a bit of a transition phase at the moment, and we've relied very heavily in the past on the people like Jared Tallon and Sally Pearson for securing medals for us, and they're in rarefied air. You know, come Rio, that'll be 3 Olympics for those athletes, and there's not too many Olympic athletes who've achieved that. So we're really hoping some other athletes to step up, and there's been some good performances. Danny Samuel's in great form at the moment. Ben Harrington's been throwing particularly well. Fabrice Lapierre in the long jump's been going really well. So look, there are some athletes who are ready to take that next step, and hopefully they can do, but I'm also a realist, and at the end of the day, as I said, we're in a transitionary phase at the moment, and I'm certainly looking beyond Rio through to Tokyo, and that's going to be really important what athletes do here, but also nurturing those younger athletes and providing the opportunity for them to succeed come Tokyo. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a number of younger athletes who've already stepped up to the plate, both through World Student Games performances and prior to that. Dane Bird-Smith's had a fantastic year so far. Michelle Janicki in 100 hurdles is going really well. Hamish Peacock's had a fantastic year so far, very consistent in the javelin. Kelsey Lee Roberts also in the javelin, excuse me. So there's a number of athletes there who are ready to, I think, take their careers further, and so Eleanor Patterson, another young high jump athlete who performed super well at Commonwealth Games last year. Highly talented, and you know, she's performing at a level which would certainly put her in the mix come qualification. Well, threefold really. The team camps wanted to get everyone together and virtually do a 360 review of all the athletes. We've got a whole team staff here, all the coaches and medical teams, so that's a critical thing. So we're really ticking boxes and making sure the athletes are in exactly the shape we want them in by the time they get to Beijing. Secondly, it's an opportunity for the younger athletes to get to know the senior athletes, and I think the camaraderie that was demonstrated at Commonwealth Games last year was fantastic. We had a really large team, but the athletes got on really well, and I think senior athletes really took the younger athletes under their wing, so to speak, and really helped them, and I think that's what I want to see here at this camp, and certainly it's an opportunity to do that. It also provides the critical opportunity of acclimation, which is essential for not just our distance athletes, but every athlete in the team, because come Beijing, the temperatures and humidity are going to be pretty high, and here in Wakayama it's very similar. So ideally we want to replicate that, give them enough exposure and prepare them properly for what they're going to experience in Beijing. And on top of that, the third point, I think it's important that we've tried to make this as inclusive as possible. So we've got a lot of personal coaches here, and I think that for me is the real bonus, because at the end of the day they're the people who got the athletes in the team. So by including them and supporting them through the team camp here, it gives us that opportunity and a canvas to really, and platform to discuss and open that conversation around a way forward and improving high performance. So from my viewpoint, that's a real win, and hopefully we can help out coach education and really learn from that experience.